Hello again. Thanks for coming back. If you have come back, that's great. I'm feeling a bit strange today, I have to say. I could really do with a haircut, but that's going to have to wait. Yeah, it was a bit long yesterday, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. Really simple thing. We're going to, when you get a chance to go out, we're going to just pick a few leaves or flowers or something, and we're going to press them. I know sometimes it sounds really twee to press flowers, but I loved doing this as a kid, and I used to make cards out of it, and my aunt used to use them and send them to her friends. So I picked a few flowers. That's a celandine that was in my garden, and it doesn't have to be flowers, it can be leaves. These are actually patterned leaves from a house plant. I just really like that pattern. And I thought we'd try some fluffy stuff there, and these are the early leaves from the hawthorn, and we'll just try pressing those. I think I tried to get a few too many things in yesterday and it went on a bit, so 10 minutes then we're done, then we're all getting outside, at least to try and get outside, should I say. So this is actually my flower press. It's got my name on it. My uncle, I think it was my uncle, or maybe it was my granddad, I'm not sure, made it for me when I was a child, and I recently made some for a niece of mine that hopefully is watching now, so I know. So you can do this too, but you don't need to have a flower press, don't worry. As always, I have a backup idea. If you haven't got the stick, you can use the toilet roll. If you haven't got a flower press, you can use a book. It's all right. And I've got a really good, like, taking out book as well that you can do. So anyway, I'm going to, where's my thing? This is my flower press, and I'm going to show you a few techniques. And hopefully you can see this. I've just had notifications come up, and I don't know whether, I think you can see it. Can you see it? Somebody say yes. Because it's gone, and I'm on my phone. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Anyway, so I've got, I just picked these just quickly. So that's a parsley leaf. It's got nice patterns. And what I do is I'll start with a plain page, and then I'll show you these that have got holes in, because they're for a special thing. So I just lump in any kind of paper. If it is sort of like not too shiny is better. But to be honest, everything works. And I'm going to start with these leaves. I actually sometimes clip off the stalks, and so that you get it nice and flat. You can still do the stalks if you want. In parsley, that stalk will have a bit more juice in it, maybe like that. And then these leaves I really like, so I'm going to put those in. And that's one also. Look at that lovely pattern. It's got a really nice bit of pattern. And then this was from a weed in the garden, but I quite like the ferny look, and we're gonna see how that works. Right, so page on top. Okay, and then sometimes a piece of cardboard, you don't have to, you can just do another page. These are all old pages that I've got, so I'm going to take and do some more on there. And now I'm going to show you a special trick. You see, these are, that's a beautiful celandine. They come out this morning because the sun was out, amazing. And it's like, the yellow is so reflective, it's like, it glows like plastic. It's shiny like plastic on the petals. I keep pushing it like that. And it was just such a joy to see this morning. And these are, you know, those kind of tub pot plants that you can get in the supermarket, and then you stick them on your deck and then you forget about them. They dry out forever. But they have, can you see, they've got a kind of a squishy bit, like a moundy bit in the middle. And so, again, I always snip off the stalk, and I saw somebody do this trick somewhere where they had a piece of card that's got a hole in the middle. Okay, I didn't prep today. This is really loose around the edge because I just ripped the card, but essentially there's a hole in the middle. So what you can do is place that hole over the moundy bit, which just means that it will still press, but you'll have a little, I'm going to put another one over the top because the mound is on the bottom as well, and it just means that the leaves will press inside that sandwich, that kind of donut sandwich, and then the rest will press as well, and you get quite a nice effect. I have some, of course, that I did ages ago that I can show you. So I'm going to put the card over that. So, and then push down. I didn't actually take any out from here before, did I, to do more. Anyway, so this is the idea. So look, my box here, I've got loads of things that I went around to pick. There's a nice geranium, I don't know, some sort of geranium plant there. I'm going to do that. It's got 5 lovely sepals on the back. Can you see that? Where the flower opens. We're going to talk about 5, but we'll do that another day. There was one other in here that I wanted to do. Oh, the vinca. See, that's one of my favourite plants. Can you see that lovely 5? And it's got this perfect pentagon in the middle. We are going to talk about those on another day. But this is going to be quite difficult actually, because it's sort of like got a tube. It's like a campanula sort of a shape. I quite like those. Put those in as well. But what I've done before with primroses is I actually pinched the whole thing off, which seems a bit unfair. See what I did there? I just pinched it off, and now you've actually got a hole. Oh, I can't. Where? So I pinched off the tube, and now I'm going to press that, and it will keep the shape, but you'll get a hole in the middle. But then, you know, we're going to do something with these in a week or 2 or something. So I'm just going to put some of those in there to show you. Put that down. I probably wasn't the right sort of paper to put on, but anyway. Right, I'm going to put those in there, put my flower press back together, and I'm going to show you how you can do it with a sketchbook, because sometimes, you know, when you're going out and you're like, oh, I really want to press that flower, or I just pick leaves from the side of the road, or weeds and things, you know, it's just I like the pattern, but of course taking a flower press is a bit hard, so I have a sketchbook. You know those books that have the elastic around them? Really good for this, because I keep it in my bag, and it's the elastic that keeps it shut. So this is it's actually not even a sketchbook, it's just a sort of book, but in these I've got loads of pages of things that I just pick as I'm going about. You see, this was a dandelion leaf, right? But it's got that, what's that I don't know, it's some kind of insect that eats through it, and it leaves this pattern on it, and I just really liked it, so I picked the dandelion and wanted to press that, and they were nice purple leaves. So I just take this book with me and then put things in, and it's in the middle of the summer last year when I was putting all these in, you get this wonderful aroma that's sort of stuck to the pages. I use it as a notebook as well. Can you see I scribble over it? There's a really nice one in here that I wanted to show you. Anyway, and then you can just do that while you're out and about, and then stretch that over. It's really good. And I did the same. I filled that up, so I got myself another book, and just used a piece of elastic that I then strapped around it. So this is just the brown paper book, but if you look through here, I emptied that one obviously. They were, oh look, there's some maple leaves. They're from last year actually. That's from about this time last year. I went down to the maple tree to see if I could get any. Look at those. They were what do you call it? Hydrangea, but they're in 3. See, because usually hydrangea have 4, but we'll get to all these things. That's really nice. That's from that sort of bunny ear fluffy stuff. So, oh look, I've got loads of hearts going on the screen. I think that's good. I'm hoping that's good. So this is actually quite a good way to do it. So you don't need to get a flower press. You just need a little book. You know, you can pick them up really cheaply. Sometimes they've got quite shiny paper. It still works. It's just, if it's got softer, sort of slightly more sort of rough paper, it actually works a bit better. And then what we'll do is in a week or two we'll come back, and look, I quite like doing these where I take the flowers and then I put them onto shells and things, and then I've got some cut out some letters from books as well, and we can do that. So it doesn't have to be really. I thought someone was coming in then. It doesn't have to be really hard. It's actually really easy, and just do something easy. I suddenly got really overwhelmed this morning because all of a sudden there's a whole rash of people putting stuff out there, and I was like, I don't want to be that person. So anyway, I'm just gonna try and stay. Anyway, look, I've been pressing things for ages, and then I'm like, oh, I can't fit anything in my flower press anymore. So what I do is I take them out and I put them in. Do you remember? Does anyone remember floppy disks? Do you actually remember floppy disks? Or those CD things? So I put them in there, and then I put them in a folder, and so. And I keep them all, and I've got things from all kinds of places in here. I don't know whether you can see. That was a bit of seaweed on the beach. This is also seaweed that I picked up, but it got stuck to the paper. But I quite liked it because it's got this sort of quite nice sort of ghosty effect. There's a page here. Okay, these are. I know it's quite difficult to see because it's going. Oh, is there too much light as well? It's going through there. There's one page. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There's one page. Oh yes, here we go. So you remember I told you about the card circle thing? Well, I did. These were daisies. They're just daisies, and I did that with the circle of card with a hole in the middle, so that because sometimes when you press them, they sort of squish, and you want to keep their shape. And naturally, I want to keep the shape. So so that's what I do. And then these are just in one of those pocket sleeve things, and then you can take them out to use them when you want them. And I've got a whole book full of these, and so a whole file. Look, there's a fern that I did, and some more of these are some of my favourite. These are just coming out now, actually. These are really good because you get this lovely sort of growth pattern. I said I was only going to do 10 minutes, wasn't I? I've probably done that already. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go. That's the I can't remember what it's called. I think you probably know what it's called. Anyway, so that's it. I think you'll I hope you'll enjoy that. I got a bit overwhelmed with websites that were uploading homework and all things like that, and then my daughter got a bit upset about it, and I was like, enough, we're isolated and there's so much going on. And I was like, okay, we're just going to be calm here, okay? So, yeah, enjoy that. I'll try and cut my own hair. And, yeah, just go inside. Just do something that's calming, and it's all right. We will be all right, okay? So, lots of love, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.